Hello and welcome to Denvercraftingpost. My name is Diane and I work with resin and lasers. Please consider subscribing to my channel to help me grow. Thank you for being here and I hope you enjoy. Hello guys, as promised, here is my secret mold that I made the other day. I am thinking about doing it as a split mold just because I know at the top of the mold I do want it to be colored, so I'm not sure if there's a way to actually color it without splitting it, but I will take a look at that. And then I also had poured, I didn't film it, but I poured this turtle with some little extra hearts to fill up the space. Inside there's two little turtles inside of a heart with a beach scene. So the detail is very detailed, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to like color it all in different, but I'm going to try my best to see what I can do with it. So those are the two molds I'm going to be pouring today. It is a different turtle. I have 3 other turtles similar to this that I'll end up molding. This is a very hard mold. I'm sure it's like at least 30. I ended up throwing it away. I used it all and then I ended up throwing away the bottle and I forget what it is. So my apologies on that. It's the green one. It's the normal green one. I didn't put any color in here, so I apologize for that. But I'm going to do these 2 molds today. If you're interested, please stick around. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit like and comment and possibly even share if you enjoyed the video. It does help my channel grow. So I will go ahead and do some mica painting on these, decide whether or not I'm going to split this mold or not, and mix up my resin, and I'll be back. All right, so I went ahead and I painted the inside of the turtle shell, and then I'm going to mix up some resin, the Diane Pours Galactic Drift. It's a pretty green color, and I'll fill the turtle with that color. And then this one I did decide to split it, so I'll keep it together. I painted the areas that I could, and then she's kind of a mixed color, so I sprinkled and like flicked my paintbrush a little bit of black, just to make it a little bit dimensional. And then I am going to use the diamond pigment, black diamond mahogany. I don't know why it's not picking up. Powder. And then the unicorn art, the 24 karat gold, the special edition that they have. And we'll mix those together to pour into that one. So I am going to, this looks about 9 ounces. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up the 9 ounces first, just because I don't know how much extra there is or how much it's going to be. So let me do this one first and I'll get the resin mixed up. Okay, so I went ahead and I mixed up, I believe it was 5 ounces of each color. I got a gold, the unicorn art 24 karat gold, and then the diamond, black diamond mahogany. So what I'm going to do is, I didn't use any glue. Let me see if I can center this a little bit better. I didn't use any glue, so I'm just pouring in a little bit here. And this one does have a spot on it that I do need to squeeze to make sure I don't have any air in it. Let me get I'm just pouring a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Scrape this out so I know exactly how much this mold takes, because I had 3. So let me double check. Hold on. Two and a half ounces. I'm sorry. Couldn't think while I'm doing this. So I have 2.5 ounces of each color. So this mold actually did not take that much. I'll check it as soon as I'm done scraping this. All right, so let me see how much that took so far. Five ounces. So I used 5 ounces so far. So right now it's only 5 ounces that I used. Ooh. You guys probably saw that I was dripping way off the side. And it is a custom cut mold, so I do not want to fill it up all the way. Otherwise it'll be a lot of sanding to do. Okay. And my seam is right here, and there's nothing coming out right now, so I think we're good on that. So this bear, I have 2 ounces, 3 ounces left, so that bear took 7 ounces. So 7 ounces for this. Well, it's not a bear. I keep calling him a bear. He's not a bear. I don't know why I have bear on my mind. Oh, because I think I was going to pour a bear with these. So I've got 2 ounces of gold and 1 ounce of brown left. So let me slide that over. Get that out of the way. So let's try and pour these with the gold. Just some little extras that I molded. These are very cute little molds, especially for Easter. Okay, so this one had 2 ounces. Let me see how much it's taken for just 2 ounces, just for reference. So just about 1 ounce for the 2, so each one is about half an ounce. I like this one, the thin one. And this one, the thicker one. All right. That was a little bit overpoured. The alcohol is making a mess. Okay. All right, so a little more is all I need on that one. All right. That alcohol is right in there, which is a little too much alcohol. So those 3 took up 2 ounces. For this little part here, I had 1 ounce left of the brown. This one has a tiny little hole in it, so we'll do it for him. Let me see what else I can find for just about half an ounce. All right. And pour this cross. This cross is pretty thin.
It's 11:01 p.m. All non-essential items will now be turned off.
Alexa, turn study light on. And actually, instead of having it go to waste, I'm just gonna drizzle it in the bear. This little creature. Okay. So all that is poured. And now I am just going to do, I'm going to do 6 ounces for the turtle. He's a pretty deep turtle, but I don't want to get stuck doing a whole lot of extras. So I'm going to do 6 ounces, and then I'm going to mix it in with this galactic drift. And then if I need more, I'm just going to use some clear and kind of mix it in. All right, so I'm ready to pour the turtle. I did mix up 6 ounces of the Diane Galactic Drift. It is like super sparkly. So I'm just gonna pour it up for a little bit high. Actually, you know what? I gotta get into the head. The head is at an angle. Okay. I'm gonna pour some, and then I'm gonna just, there's a lot of little grooves and things, so I'm just gonna kind of coat it in the resin to try and make sure there's no air bubbles. I did run it through my air compressor. Can't believe I just did that. Thought this was a little bit more set up. Alright, but it is pretty much coated. And that head goes down pretty deep. So this was almost half of the 6 ounces that I made. So this turtle probably could have used 8 ounces. Alright, so what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and pour up probably another 2 ounces in here just to make sure he's filled up. And if I have anything left over, I'll just pour it into an extra. Okay, so I topped off my turtle. It only took 1 more ounce, so the turtle is a total of 7 ounces. And I did mix up a little bit extra, and I poured in 10 drops of the Cast-In Craft. And I pulled out this mold. It looks like a bunny. I'm not sure what it is. Most of my molds, if it's a little creature or something, I have no idea what it is. I don't remember what it is. I'm gonna try the technique where you put a couple drops and you give it a little bit of a swirl and you pour. Okay. I should have coated him. All right, so I have 2 more ounces. Now let me try this mold. Actually, let me try some different ones. I'm gonna try some different inks for the next one. See how that works. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the Craft Resistant, the Ocean, and then I also have Craft Resistant, the Pastel Green. Now I have some of the red in here, which is fine. Give this a little swirl. It is eating up my green. And I got out another little mold extra. Let's do All right, guys, it is time to demold. So this is everything that I ended up pouring. Started off with just this and this, but that's okay. So the first one I am going to demold is this beautiful wing and cancer ribbon. Oh, wow, how pretty. These are my colors. Oh, how nice. Loving that one. Love this mold. Love the mold. All right, next one is this one. Oh, let's do these jewels. These are just little extras. That came out pretty. Let me turn off the, there we go. Very pretty. Actually, it might not be enough light. Very pretty. this has a little wet spot on there. That is not good. Wet spot right in the center. So unmixed somehow. And that one does too. I don't know if it's because I didn't swirl the pigment drops that I put in there. Set those aside. Okay, this one. Now I'm scared of this one because I did the same. Well, I mixed this into the white. I wish I had a second set of hands. Sorry, I had to use my belly. Oh, he's cute. No bubbles. He's adorable. A little gnome. And he is completely cured. Look at that streak on his back. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I love him. These are my colors. Oh, I love the blues and the greens and the teals. All right, on this, since I did have some overspill, I am going to use my tape to try and get those pieces off. It's so much easier to clean up your mold when it's full, especially on these like super soft ones. All right, it looks like a bunny to me with an egg. Don't know what it is. I put it back away. I'll have to put it in a bag and mark what he is. It's probably what I'm gonna have to do with all my molds. Oh, he does look like a bunny with an Easter egg. Oh, how adorable he is. Color in his eyes. I have to try and paint the top. There are like little flowers there. How adorable this mold is. Oh, gotta fix my mold. Oh, wow, how cute. Okay, next are these little guys. Oh, he came out cute. A little chickie. Whoops, sorry. Little chick, gold little chick. Paint his eyes. Not much you can really do on there. Got a little bow. I can do that. A little bunny. Golden bunny. Another bunny, a little bit different, but still cute. And another little bunny with a heart. Oh, these are adorable. Just very small. You can place these just around little areas of the house or in your plants. Just add an extra. I don't particularly care for the gold of it. I'll have to sand up the bottoms. But those are cute. Cute little guys. All right, let's do the little cross that I had with some leftovers. Oh, very pretty. Sparkly. You can make this into a bag tag, or can pop that off and put a magnet on, which is probably what I'll do. Make it into a magnet. fact, I'm gonna snip that off right now. While it's still a little bit soft. There we go. And then maybe, since these are raised faceted like rhinestones, I will go ahead and like color these like a chrome silver or the gold. Doesn't need much cleanup, but I'll go ahead and get a little file on that. Very nice. Just my little gold. Overspilled on that. Those were just little extra mold I put in there when I did the turtle, just to fill up those corners. Wasn't thinking I probably could have done all of the little bunnies. Might have been just a smidge. I could have probably done all of these in there. Oh, silly me, silly me. All right, let's get to my turtle that I painted on the front side. I believe this took 7 ounces. Oh, that's a little bit pointy. And his head is tucked in there. Oh, how nice. I am a turtle girl living in a turtle world. I even did the blue eyes. I really like him, and he wasn't that hard to paint. Wow. I like him. I'll probably end up rounding these off. Or maybe once I sand that edge, because it did go, I got like a 1/16 of an inch there, so I really like him. I am like super happy right now. All right, now this one is the split mold that I poured. I poured all of these molds, but this one I ended up splitting because I was thinking if I do this again, I want to be able to pour or to paint some of the areas. So as you can see, I did split right there. And then it should be easier to demold as well. Let me try and get some of this extra off as well. There we go. Okay, this one I have been waiting for all night. I kept calling him a bear. He's not a bear. I just don't want to rip my mold. See, even with the split, he's a little hard to get out. This rubber wasn't the best. Just because of the detail and the suction. I'm going to pull off for a second to use my belly. Wow, he's got suctioned in here. And it doesn't help that he's got texture. So it hurts my fingers, and with like, I haven't been diagnosed with it, but like the arthritis and the pain is making him tough. Almost, whoa. Okay, well, without further ado, my new mold. Look how stinking cute. I did over pour. See that edge there? I'll have to trim that off and then keep a note to myself not to fill it up all that way. Look how cute she is. I did the ears. I got a little bit of gold there. But look at the coloring. I'll do the eyes and then go over the heart eyeglasses. And then here is the original. This girl is so adorable. No bubbles. I'm not sure if that's a bubble right underneath his ear. I'm not sure. Yeah, it must have been a bubble under there. I could sand that down and you'll never even know. I don't see any bubbles. I see like glitter specks that I used. Oh, there's a bubble and a bubble. But so cute. I am happy, happy, happy. It's hard to go to bed at night when you pour. I pour later in the day just because it takes me that long to get started and stuff. But so here's my two molds. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these because I'm just pouring them to pour. 4 little bunnies, little hearts, my little gnome guy, and all of this. And then my two that had some powder. I believe this one was the very last thing that I poured, so I might have scraped from the bottom. So I don't know. But all in all, I consider this a success. I do have some cleanup to do. Then after I do the cleanup, I will go ahead and post videos with it on my channel. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. I am a very new channel, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated to help me grow. If you stuck around to the end, thank you so much for watching the whole video, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.